I believe that personal choices have greater impact than destiny, and I'll be focusing on Augustus Walters and Juliet. During Hazel and Augustus' picnic, Augustus says, "But I saved mine. But I also have an interest in meeting Peter Van Houten, and it wouldn't make sense to meet him without the girl who introduced me to his book." Augustus's decision to save his wish drastically changed the way his life would play out. Had he not saved his wish, he and Hazel would not be able to go to Amsterdam. This is a major part of their life, and because Augustus did not use his wish, both Hazel and Augustus's lives culminated differently. Also, going to Amsterdam poses a great health risk for both of them, and their parents disapprove of them going. Hazel says to Augustus, "I just want to be enough, but I never can be. This is never enough for you, but this is all you get. You get me and your family, and this is and the and this world. This is your life. I'm sorry if it sucks." Hazel helps Augustus realize that it is his destiny that he will never become a major figure in the world, and that his life will not improve. It was Augustus's life goal to live for a cause and be recognized by the world. His destiny shattered his dreams. However, his personal choice to do nothing with his life brought him to his condition of having a low self-esteem. So he could have achieved more with his life than he thinks he can, and it's a false depiction of destiny that made him suffer. While destiny affected how much life Augustus has in the first place, his personal decisions affect his life differently. Whether or not Augustus could have lived longer, he still would have taken actions that shape his future. Destiny just altered the results of his personal actions. It is not destiny that is controlling our lives, but rather we are controlling our personal actions. And destiny occasionally affects the outcomes of those actions at a smaller magnitude. Therefore, personal actions have a bigger impact than destiny. In Romeo and Juliet, after unsuccessfully consulting with the nurse about her course of action, Juliet says, "I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fails, myself have the power to die." Despite Romeo's banishment from Verona, it was Juliet's personal choice to refuse to marry Paris and fully indulge in her love for Romeo. This betrays her family and is inevitably going to cause her harm. It ultimately results in her committing suicide. That specific choice led her to another set of options she could choose. Since she chose to seek advice from the friar, the plan was unsuccessful. Juliet, after falling in love with Romeo, says, "Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy." It is destiny that brought Romeo and Juliet together because it was love at first sight. But getting to the point at which Romeo and Juliet would die would involve many personal actions too. It is ironic that death was the only way to bring peace to Verona, and Juliet's death marked the end to an extensive conflict with Verona. All four of the main characters in both texts were affected by personal choices and destiny. Most of the time, destiny negatively impacted them. Augustus and Juliet faced similar threats from their families, but their personal actions and indulgence helped them get through it. Romeo and Hazel took responsibility in keeping their partners happy and safe. Augustus and Hazel did not have the ability to extend their lives. Destiny was the destiny was the determining factor in that. Romeo and Juliet have chosen to end their lives. While destiny did play a role in getting them into that desperate circumstance, they had the ability to choose the desperate measures taken to avoid death. In both Romeo and Juliet and The Fault in Our Stars, their personal choices mainly worsened or deepened their situations. Personal actions and destiny have a big impact on everyone, but it is personal actions that take priority over destiny.